I want to hear about James Bond, because this guy, there's something about him which I feel he's just being really low.
He's been hiding.
He's hiding and he's just going,
Just hiding at the end of the table.
I've done it all.
I don't really know where you want to start.
mate, it doesn't matter where we start.
No. Certainly not James Bond.
Start with the police. So how long were you up there for?
Yeah, 11 years in the NT Police. And I was just a bush cop. I started remote. I was born and raised there, and I grew up in the bush. And moved out to Tennant Creek on my first posting. I volunteered. I loved it. And then met my lovely wife while I was in Tennant Creek. She was working for the Flying Doctors. Melinda and I were looking at having children, so we moved to Darwin because of the maternity ward at the hospital. And always wanted to go into tactical policing. That was the reason I joined NT Police. In Australia, we all fall under the Australian-New Zealand Counter-Terrorism Committee doctrine, which was formed after the Hilton bombings for the Commonwealth Federal Government. And so we're all interoperable. We don't necessarily work together all the time, but we can all be interchanged between different PTGs, police tactical groups. So I went and did that, and also did a little bit of covert work that was set up in the Northern Territory, which led to some things later on in my career that led to some other things in my career later on as well. And yeah, I did that for about 4 years, and then left and went into private security.
Wow.
Why'd you leave the police?
For my wife.
Is she a nurse, doctor, or?
Oh no, she was suffering from postnatal depression very badly. We'd had a conversation one night where she was feeling at odds with the world and didn't particularly see value in what we were doing there in the territory. We had, at the same time as I was in the tactical team up there, the Territory Response Group, we had a CrossFit affiliate that we were running and owned. We had a organic cafe that we were running as well, and then we had a strength and conditioning gym, and I'd also been somewhat involved in politics, so I'd spread myself quite thin.
You think? Right.
And Melinda was the one that was picking up all of the slack. And so it took its toll, and after that conversation we realised as a team that being in the Territory wasn't the right place for her. And so the family supporters on the Sunshine Coast, and I was looking at other options at the time. Like, I'd already started to explore business. I was somewhat successful in what we were doing. It's been a tumultuous ride and some incredible times, and also had a little stint in one of Australia's intelligence agencies, and did some work domestically under an assumed identity, and then what I did was, we had a client come over, and I won't say which one, but you can figure it out, for the Battle of Brisbane, and I volunteered to come across and work for free just to see what sort of work it is that, in comparison to at a national level for dignitary protection, which is what I'm used to operating in for, like, guests of government, visiting royals.
Police don't usually do that. I had a couple of my mates did it for John Howard.
Yeah. So anyone that falls under the Internationally Protected Persons Geneva Convention gets a dignitary protection detail, which is what I'm trained in. And I wanted to see whether or not in private industry it was the same as public. And the way we operated convinced me that it was a safe move, and I wanted to get Melinda across to Queensland, and so we made the move.
Good on you.
Yeah.